of a thief, of course.
What do you mean?
He found something. An amulet. The symbol engraved on it could protect Sarah.
Could?
Key relay.
We are dealing with forces that by far surpass what your intellect can process. Feel free to ask me any question regarding the matters that exceed your grasp.
About this, asshole.
What is the true nature of the Necronomicon?
I see that you are interested in my precious book. It is the definitive book of knowledge of the occult, Mr. Pierce, written by Abdul al-Hazred. It is the answer to many a question.
That is why it's so highly valued.
Yes, and even though it is a copy, given to me as a gift by Professor Armitage of Miskatonic University, the work remains very powerful.
I understand better why you keep it in a safe.
I understand better. Sure.
This creature, the Shambler, what is it?
It is a hunter. It travels from one dimension to another to hunt down its prey.
Francis Sanders was one of its victims. How could a creature like that end up in one of Mrs. Hawkins' paintings?
Sarah has an uncommon gift. A connection with entities that live beyond our reality. I doubt that she was aware at the time, but when she painted the picture in a certain way, she called it.
And now it remains in our reality.
Let us say that it uses the painting as a portal into our reality, and we make enticing prey for it.
That's why we must find a way of sending it back to where it came from permanently.
It kind of reminds me of there was one H.P. Lovecraft story that basically. Actually, I'll tell you since we get done. Let's just get through all this dialogue first.
Was it you who sold it to Francis Sanders?
If you are referring to the dagger of the ancients, then yes, it was me. Why?
Do you know what he intended to do with it?
Francis was primarily a collector of occult objects. He liked rare items such as the dagger, but I doubt he knew its purpose.
It allowed me to send the creature you call the Shambler back into the painting.
Fascinating. But I am afraid that this might only be short-lived.
You mean that thing could come back?
Yes, that is why I am looking for a more permanent solution.
It must never come back.
One more.
A genius like you must have already found a way to get rid of this creature, yes?
I sense your sarcasm, but it does happen that, yes, I do have a solution.
Oh man, I keep sneezing.
I think I can destroy it, but for that I must approach the creature. And to be able to do so, I need the key to Rie.
Another one of your baubles.
It is no bauble, unbeliever. It is a very powerful protection, able to repel very ancient forces. Much more effective than your cult.
What does it look like?
It is
your
a golden
cult that you
amulet
never use.
bearing very ancient inscriptions and an elder sign at its center. A star with an eye in the middle.
I've already seen that sign. Where can we find it?
Therein lies the problem. That foul thief, Charles, has hidden it somewhere.
Oh shit.
I found this drawing among his personal effects. I think that it has something to do with the location of the amulet.
Give me this drawing.
I'll follow this lead. You continue searching.
That is what I intend to do. As for you, return here the second you find it. I don't want it to disappear again.
Can I talk to you more?
It's you again.
That's all I wanted to know.
All in good time.
Alright. So a bust. Is this bust right here? No. Anyway. Yeah, H.P. Lovecraft wrote a story that, I don't remember the name of it, but this dude builds like a machine that mixes the dimensions. And he calls a dude over and he like makes him sit down and he's like, hey. Who was this?
Damn it. The entrance to the tunnel has been buried following the cave-in. But at least I didn't dream it.
Yeah, and then he basically turns the machine on and he talks to this dude and he's like, hey, look, there's a bunch of crazy trans-dimensional creatures floating around you, and if you move, they'll kill you. And then the guy shoots the machine. And they go away. And that's the story. It's pretty good though. You know, the story itself is better written by H.P. Lovecraft than the way I'm explaining it. Believe it or not. But there a bust in here? There is, right here. It was in his ear all along. Sketch of this. I got it. Okay, so now we're looking for a bust and a skull. Okay. Is that up here? No. Okay. I do need to remember there are some little busts over there in the corner. And there's a woman bust. Alright, so we're looking for a skull on a book. Shouldn't be hard to find that. Right here. Is it in your ear? Oh, never mind.
This is the amulet that Drake was looking for.
Okay. This amulet is engraved with the Elder Sign. Drake calls it the Key of Rele. He firmly believes the artifact is of great power. Holy God. Okay. Apparently I'm seeing glimpses of the future now. Let's go give the amulet to him. Who's back here? Here you go, I found it.
It's you again.
I think I found what we're looking for.
Let me see that.
It took me a matter of 30 seconds.
It's perfect. We are saved.
I must tell Mrs. Hawkins.
Yes, do that.
Okay. A lot of walking around. Hey, your dress is still flipping out.
I have it. It's a strange amulet. I hope it will protect you, considering that nothing will help you change your mind.
You must understand. I already went too far.
What have you seen that's so terrible you convinced yourself that you had to risk so much?
I can't tell you now.
This story is going to end badly.
Yes. Chief West is here with Sullivan.
Bradley, you take care of Sarah. I will deal with them.
You sure? All right.
Still want to know what happened with Bradley, because he like died in the beginning of the show. Or not show, but game. Denny's not dead.
I've been hearing about you a lot lately. You seem to enjoy causing trouble.
Nice job, Chief. You got me. Great police work.
You can try to play smart with me all you want, Pierce. Witnesses have identified you as the one who set fire to Riverside.
Witnesses? How convenient.
Oh.
That's not the whole story, is it?
I don't care about your stories. Save them for the judge. You know, us cops, we base our investigation on facts and testimonies. You might want to try that next time.
You know, testimonies, which aren't facts.
You bet I will.
Hey, the I was not capitalized in the captions. Just then. Caught that. I'm sorry if you do hear me like kind of sniffling. Apparently my allergies are really bad today. Chapter 10. I think there's 14 chapters. I think I read that. With the help of Algernon Drake, Pierce has obtained the amulet, an amulet that's supposed to protect Sarah Hawkins against the evil powers that covet her. The painter told him of her the painter told him of her desire to track and kill the dimensional shambler in order to atone for her sins, but before Pierce could stop her, he was arrested by the police. Yep. Oh shit. The police station.
You know, I've heard a lot about you, Mr. Pierce.
All good, I hope.
It appears that you've been involved in a variety of misdemeanors since your arrival on Darkwater. Entering private property, twice. Aggression, insulting behavior, and to top it all, arson.
Sure.
Listen, Chief West, I realize that I'm in your jurisdiction, and that you don't like guys like me. However, I think that
Let's
these
butter 'em up.
accusations are exaggerated, and that we would benefit from working together.
If that means a confession from you and therefore less paperwork for me, then we've got a deal.
I'm serious. Can't you see what's going on right under your nose?
Yeah? So what's going on that I don't know about?
Boom.
You'd be better off taking an interest in Dr. Fuller. The experiments he carries out on his patients are as inhuman as they are illegal. And when Dr. Colden wanted to put a stop to it, she too went under the knife.
What are you talking about? Nobody's reported any wrongdoings.
They just go
Dr.
missing.
Fuller is a man who is as much respected and admired on the island as he is in his profession. It seems like you've got a grievance against him. Is that why you set fire to his institute?
I'm admitting nothing at all.
Come on, I'll show you to your new residence. I'll be back late